come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And a Packer first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Packers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josiah DeGuara, his 5th touchdown now. Now on the year, and the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 7.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run again on first down, Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. McKinnon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a run with Dillon. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Jerick McKinnon.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gun, Mayfield. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Packers' 14-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
For Odell Beckham, incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now McKinnon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run once more with McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Browns 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there. A first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking, a toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante
Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Packers 28.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Watch the way, alert 33.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
58, boys, 58, Mike. King. Under.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Hey, Alert 33. I got you.
Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Get your swerve on. Switch.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
By the Packers.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Dillon on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To number 18.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. He'll look to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Browns 32, Packers 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And now off to the races.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 39. Packers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This will make it into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Browns.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.